Hi, my name is Blake, and here at Panola College, the OTA program, we're going to talk about reflexes. Now, what are reflexes? Reflexes are actually God-given movement patterns that help us even in the beginning to learn to crawl and walk. Now, what happens when these reflexes are not integrated on school-aged children? Now we're going to talk about STNR, which is symmetrical tonic neck reflex. And that hinders a child's ability to maintain a good posture and balance. This next clip you're about to see is Logan. She's going to demonstrate STNR when it is not integrated in a child.
Okay, class, what is 2 plus 5? Logan, could you sit up, please? Oh, do I have to? Thank you.
Alright, now we're going to talk about ATNR, which is asymmetrical tonic neck reflex. This affects a child's ability for handwriting skills. Now, if I see is Joseph, he's going to demonstrate this for you. This next clip we're going to watch, Joe is actually going to demonstrate ATNR and what happens when it's not integrated in school-aged children.
Joe, pay attention, please.
As you can see, whenever the teacher got Joe's attention, his hand followed his head and he actually ripped his paper. Alright, next up we're going to talk about two more. They pretty much go hand in hand together. Is TLR prone and supine. TLR prone, TLR stands for tonic labyrinthine reflex, which actually affects a child's coordination ability. And this next clip you're about to see, Wes is with his therapist Megan, and they're going to play a game of catch.
Are you ready, Wes?
I'm ready. Alright, so as you can see, when Megan tossed the ball to Wes, he had severe difficulty following the ball with his hands. So his hand-eye coordination was completely off. There are four major reflex patterns that children go through. It's the STNR, which is symmetrical tonic neck reflex. You have ATNR, which is asymmetrical tonic neck reflex. Then you have TLR prone and TLR supine, which is tonic labyrinthine reflexes. I hope this video was very educational for you. Later.
For general guidelines, it's important to, first of all, discuss with your children what you want them to achieve, what we hope that they will achieve, and how they will achieve that goal. So spend a little time going over goals with your children and what you can expect from them. These activities should last all year. You want them to have longevity. So make them exciting, make them fun. Be encouraging, but don't rush through them. You want them to be able to last all year and still be fun and exciting each day that the kids come back into the motor lab. You also want to establish rules and guidelines that the children are to follow. Like, for instance, 1 clap to start the game, 2 claps to stop the game. You also want to talk in a calm, quiet voice when you want the children to talk in calm, quiet voices. And if you want them to learn control, move with slow, controlled movements yourself. And so that therefore you're just teaching as you're doing. Last but not least, have fun!
Stations are the best way to perform the activities with a large group. Now, each station should correspond to a correlating category such as tactile, vestibular, or proprioception, just to name a few. For the best outcomes, teach a station in stages. Now, start off by teaching a few stages and then reviewing those stations over the next few sessions that you have with your children. Okay? And don't forget to vary the intensity of each station. From station to station, you should vary the intensity from low intensity stations, such as handy elbows, to high intensity stations, such as the monkey hop. Keep these stations around until the majority of your kids are proficient at each station. And for some of these stations with a higher level of difficulty, it may be necessary for 2 separate levels of difficulty to be laid out for different children, because children don't develop together in a group. for the most part. So activities of each station should be set at higher levels and lower levels of difficulties. They should alternate, just as the levels of intensity with other activities. Don't forget that it's important to have a vestibular station, such as a spinning board, or also a board workstation, and that's going to help improve your writing skills. If a board's not available, use a piece of butcher paper on the wall. Remember that our overall goal is for these children to achieve better motor control, which will then be transferred into the classroom and help in their development and academic success.